The Little Princess's Lonely Tea Party. Chapter 1. A Table for Two, or Just One. Once upon a time, in the Rose Blossom Kingdom of Floravelle, there lived a little princess named Lila. She was only 4 years old, but she already had her own pink teacup with golden swirls, a set of tiny porcelain plates shaped like daisies, and a cupboard full of biscuits that sparkled with sugar like tiny snowflakes. Lila loved tea parties. She loved the little kettle that puffed out clouds of steam like a baby dragon. She loved the sound of the tea pouring glug, glug, plink into her cup. Most of all, she loved when her friends joined her for tea. But today, her table felt too big. Her best friend, Princess Nori, was away visiting her grandmother in the Coral Isles. Sir Pippin, the palace jester's son, was sick in bed with a sniffly nose. Even her favorite talking squirrel, Nutmeg, was busy gathering acorns for the coming winter. So there, Lila sat at the long tea table in the palace garden, with the sun shining and the birds singing, but with no one across from her chair. She poured the tea, she nibbled a biscuit, she tried humming a happy tune, but everything felt quiet.
It's not much fun having a tea party alone,
she sighed, resting her chin on her tiny hands. Chapter 2. A Tapping at the Gate. Just as Lila was about to pack away her tea set, she heard a faint tap, tap, tap from the garden gate.
Who could that be?
She wondered. She tiptoed over and peeked through the gate's golden bars. Standing there was a small, round hedgehog. He looked very nervous, shifting from paw to paw.
Excuse me, I smelled biscuits, and, I wondered if you might share,
said the hedgehog in a soft voice. Lila's face lit up.
Oh, of course! Come in!
The hedgehog scurried through the gate.
My name's Henry. I was just on my way to visit my cousin, but my tummy started rumbling.
Lila giggled.
Then you came to the right place. I'm Princess Lila, and this is my tea party. Well, it was my tea party, but now it can be ours.
Chapter 3. Guests You Didn't Expect. Lila pulled out a tiny plate for Henry, and together, they sipped tea and crunched biscuits. The air felt warmer, the garden smelled sweeter, and Lila's smile kept growing. But the tea party was only getting started. A flutter of wings landed on the table 3 doves, each wearing a little ribbon around their necks. The first dove curtsied and cooed.
We heard laughter. May we join?
Then, from the hedges, a shy bunny peeked out, clutching a small carrot cake.
I baked this. Could I bring it to your table?
And from the top of the fountain hopped a frog.
Pardon me, Your Highness, but I can sing songs to go with the tea.
Lila clapped her hands.
Yes. There's room for everyone.
Chapter 4. The Rule of the Round Table. As the table filled with creatures, Lila realized something important. Not everyone knew the tea party rules. Henry the hedgehog started nibbling biscuits before everyone was served. The frog croaked loudly over the dove's soft story. The bunny sat so far away, she could hardly hear what anyone was saying. Lila's little brow furrowed.
We need to make sure everyone feels happy here.
So she stood up and announced,
From now on, we'll have a rule of the round table.
Even though our table is long, we'll act as if it's round so everyone's turn matters. The new rules were 1. Everyone waits until all cups are filled before sipping. 2. Only one voice speaks at a time, so we can listen to each other's stories. 3. We pass the treats around so everyone gets a fair share. The guests all nodded, and Henry even patted his tummy in agreement. Chapter 5. Magic in the Teapot. As they followed the new rules, something strange and wonderful happened. The teapot began to glow faintly. Steam swirled above it, forming shapes first a heart, then a crown, then a shimmering rainbow. Lila gasped.
It's the teapot of friendship. I read about it in my fairy book. It only appears when strangers become friends over tea.
The steam settled into the center of the table and gently dripped down into each cup. When they sipped, they felt warmer inside. Not just tea warm, but heart warm. Henry smiled at Lila.
I was going to eat alone under a tree today, but now I've made more friends in one afternoon than I have in a whole year.
The bunny nodded shyly.
I was afraid to come because I didn't know anyone, but now I'm glad I did.
Chapter 6. Sharing more than tea. The rest of the afternoon was filled with frog songs about moonlit ponds, the dove's stories of flying over silver rivers, Henry's tales of finding berries in the wildflower woods, the bunny's gentle laughter as she passed around slices of carrot cake. They even invented a game called Pass the Sugar Spoon, where you told a kind thing about someone each time you held the spoon.
You're very brave to join new friends,
Said Lila to the bunny.
You make the best tea,
Said Henry to Lila.
You have a kind voice.
The doves told the frog. Every compliment felt like adding another sugar cube into the big teacup of friendship. Chapter 7. A Promise for Tomorrow. When the sun began to set and the garden filled with soft golden light, Lila realized it was time for everyone to go home. They packed away the cups and plates. The doves flew off toward the palace tower. The bunny hopped through the hedge. Henry waddled down the garden path, waving. But before they left, Lila made an announcement.
From today on, the lonely tea party is gone forever. We'll meet here every week for the friendship tea party. And everyone, old friends, new friends, and even shy ones is welcome.
Everyone agreed with cheers, claps, and happy hops. Chapter 8. Not Lonely Anymore. That night, Lila climbed into bed feeling lighter than a dandelion puff. She realized that sometimes loneliness is just an invitation to open your door. Her last thought before drifting into dreams was this. A tea party for one can be nice, but a tea party where everyone feels welcome is magical. And in the cupboard, the teapot of friendship glowed faintly, waiting for the next gathering.